The whirring of the tape, the satisfying click of the cassette case. For many, these sounds evoke a flood of nostalgia. The compact cassette, once a ubiquitous symbol of portable music, seemed destined for obsolescence, relegated to dusty attics and thrift store bins. Yet, like a phoenix from the ashes, the cassette has made a surprising comeback, captivating a new generation with its retro charm. This episode of Vintage Bytes delves into the history of this iconic format, exploring its rise, fall, and unexpected resurgence. The cassette's journey is a testament to the cyclical nature of trends and the enduring power of nostalgia. In a world increasingly dominated by digital technology, the analog warmth and tactile experience of the cassette offer a refreshing alternative. More than just a vessel for music, the cassette represents a tangible connection to the past, a reminder of simpler times when mixtapes were crafted with care and shared with affection. The allure of the cassette transcends mere nostalgia, however. For many, it represents a form of rebellion against the coldness and sterility of the digital age. The imperfections inherent in analog sound, the hiss, the wow and flutter, are embraced as part of its charm, adding a human touch often absent in the pristine perfection of digital audio. This resurgence is not just about reliving the past, it's about finding new meaning and relevance in a format once left for dead. The compact cassette, an invention that revolutionized music consumption, was first introduced by Philips in 1963. Prior to its arrival, the world of portable music was largely dominated by bulky reel-to-reel tape recorders, primarily used by professionals and audiophiles. The cassette's compact size and ease of use promised to bring music recording and playback to the masses. One of the key figures in the cassette's development was Lou Ottens, a Dutch engineer at Philips. Ottens, driven by a desire to create a more convenient and accessible format for music, spearheaded the team that developed the first compact cassette. He envisioned a format that was small enough to fit in his pocket and simple enough for anyone to use. The result was a revolution in portable audio. Early cassettes were initially marketed as dictation devices and faced skepticism from audiophiles who doubted their sound quality. However, the convenience and affordability of the format quickly won over consumers. As cassette technology improved, with the introduction of better tape formulations and noise reduction systems, the sound quality became increasingly impressive. The evolution of the compact cassette saw the development of various tape formulations, each with its own unique characteristics and impact on sound quality and durability. Type 1 ferric oxide tapes were the earliest and most common, offering a balance of affordability and decent sound reproduction. However, they suffered from limited high-frequency response and susceptibility to hiss. Type 2 chromium dioxide tapes emerged as a higher fidelity alternative, boasting improved high-frequency response, lower noise levels, and increased dynamic range. These tapes, however, came at a higher cost and required specific bias settings on recording equipment for optimal performance. Type 4 metal tapes represented the pinnacle of cassette technology, offering the highest fidelity and widest dynamic range. They were, however, prohibitively expensive for most consumers and required specialized recording equipment. The quest for improved sound quality led to the development of noise reduction systems like Dolby and DBX. These systems aimed to reduce the inherent hiss present in cassette recordings, particularly noticeable in quieter passages. Dolby, the most widely adopted system, offered different levels of noise reduction, Dolby B, C, S, each providing incremental improvements in reducing hiss and improving high-frequency response. The compact cassette's impact on the music industry was nothing short of seismic. Its portability and affordability democratized music consumption, making it easier than ever for people to listen to their favorite artists on the go. The rise of the Sony Walkman in the late 1970s further solidified the cassette's dominance, transforming it from a home audio format into a truly personal listening experience. Throughout the 1980s and into the 1990s, cassette sales soared, surpassing those of vinyl records and becoming the dominant music format. The cassette's popularity was fueled by its affordability, portability, and the ability to easily record and share music. Mixtapes, carefully curated compilations of songs, became a cultural phenomenon, allowing music lovers to express their individuality and share their musical tastes with friends and loved ones. The arrival of the compact disc, CD, in the 1980s presented the first serious challenge to the cassette's reign. CDs offered superior sound quality, durability, and the convenience of random access. However, the higher cost of CDs and CD players meant that cassettes continued to thrive alongside the newer format. It wasn't until the late 1990s, with the rise of digital music downloads and the increasing affordability of CD burners, that cassette sales began to decline. In a surprising turn of events, the once relegated compact cassette has experienced a resurgence in recent years. What began as a niche interest among collectors and audiophiles has blossomed into a full-fledged revival, captivating a new generation of music lovers. This comeback can be attributed to a confluence of factors, including nostalgia, a desire for tangible media, and a growing appreciation for analog sound. For many who grew up in the cassette's heyday, the format evokes a sense of nostalgia for a time when music discovery was a more tactile and personal experience. The act of browsing record store shelves, carefully selecting a cassette, and holding the physical object in one's hands creates a connection that digital downloads simply cannot replicate. This nostalgia extends beyond the music itself, encompassing the rituals and memories associated with cassette culture. The resurgence of vinyl records paved the way for the cassette's comeback, demonstrating a growing appetite for physical media in a digital world. In an age of intangible digital files, owning a physical object like a cassette tape provides a sense of ownership and permanence that is often lacking in the digital realm. The cassette's resurgence is part of a broader trend towards tangible media, as consumers seek out alternatives to the ephemeral nature of digital content. The future of the compact cassette remains uncertain, but its recent revival suggests that this iconic format may yet have a few more chapters left in its story. While it is unlikely to reclaim its former dominance, the cassette has carved out a niche for itself in the modern musical landscape, appealing to those seeking a more tangible and nostalgic listening experience. The cassette's resurgence has not gone unnoticed by the music industry. Labels, both major and independent, have begun reissuing albums on cassette, catering to the renewed demand for the format. Artists too have embraced the cassette, releasing new music and limited edition releases on this retro format, recognizing its appeal to collectors and fans seeking a unique and tangible musical artifact. The cassette's limitations, once seen as its downfall, have become part of its charm in the digital age. Its limited storage capacity encourages a more focused listening experience, while its sequential nature fosters a deeper engagement with the music. In a world saturated with instant access to an overwhelming amount of music, the cassette offers a refreshing alternative, inviting listeners to slow down, appreciate the journey, and rediscover the joy of listening to an album from start to finish.